Hello, hello, hello. This is Cyborg.
And Bumblebee.
And we're going to be talking about
Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion, issue number 1.
So, before we even get started, I want to let you guys know, yes, this is something completely new to both of us, but not really at the same time. This is a Miles Morales heading. I repeat, this is a Miles Morales heading. A Afro-Hispanic heading.
Mm-hmm.
So, be prepared.
So just before we get into it, if you guys did not pick up the Ultimate Universe Free Comic Book Day book, you should go ahead and pick that up or find it online.
If you can.
Because that is kind of gives a little prelude to what's happening in this book.
Yeah, you pretty much get most of the information that you're going to be looking for.
Yeah.
Not everything, but a good portion of it.
I mean, they kind of summarized it and got you up to speed, but if you wanted to know for sure and go back and look and read that, I would highly suggest it. Information is good, reading is good.
Reading is fundamental.
So it kind of this book starts off with Miles Morales writing in a journal. He's talking about how life has been lifing.
Life has been lifing.
But he's been doing his thing, taking care of business. And he puts his baby sister to bed. The maker had come to him and given him a card and offered him, hey, come with me to this other universe. Our universe is gone. Where we came from is gone. I invite you to come with me to this other one that we can make our own. But Miles,
he ain't having none of that.
He politely declined. The maker still gave him a card and said, use this when you're ready or if you change your mind. But his little sister got a hold of it.
Yeah, that's the part where it's like, oh, man.
So his little sister got teleported and he kind of jumped in after her. So they both got teleported to the Ultimate Universe.
6160.
Mm-hmm. And in the process of them getting teleported, they get separated. He ends up in New York City, and I'm gonna guess that she ended up in Wakanda. That's gonna be my guess and my hope.
Well, from what it looked like, and if you read, it looked like she's in kind of like a jungle area.
I just hope it's Wakanda because I feel like Black Panther is not gonna hurt her.
Yeah, because it feels like what Craven is Craven? I don't think Craven alive. Never mind, scratch that. But if it's like in a different area and there's nobody there.
If it's Raw and Khonshu,
oh my gosh!
I hope it's Black Panther or Storm or somebody. I hope that she ended up in Wakanda and somebody on the good side of things found her.
I just hope she's safe.
She's only 11 months old. She is a child. She is a baby. Correction.
Oh my gosh!
She is a baby.
She is a youngin'.
No harm must come to her.
Or we riot at dawn.
But Miles gets transported to New York, and he happens to kind of come along at the same time that the Spot makes an appearance.
Yeah.
Peter and Richard are doing their Spider-Man thing, and they see some holes just pop up in the sky, and they're like, what is this? And the next thing you know, the Spot, although he's not called the Spot yet, or he hasn't come up with a name for himself, but he just comes out of nowhere and they start fighting him, but they
ain't winning. they not winning. They getting their tails handed to them left, right, and center.
They're struggling.
Struggling ain't the word. They getting whooped.
And just in time, Miles Morales comes out of nowhere and takes out the Spot pretty much.
He puts a smackdown to the Spot man.
He puts in some punches. He electrocutes him. Meanwhile, Peter...
And again, no, we're not skipping this. Why does every African-American character has electrical powers? We will discuss this on a later part of the YouTube journey, but this needs to be discussed.
There is a lot of African-American characters that have electricity-based powers.
Trust and believe. We'll be discussing that later. As you were, Bumblebee.
But yeah, Peter and Richard are pretty much like, oh, wow. Miles comes in and just takes out the spot for them.
I mean,
and
it makes sense.
they introduce each other, and Miles enlists their help to look for his sister. So the three of them go on a journey looking around the city, not so inconspicuously, because Peter is looking in windows and scaring people, and
being creepy.
people are thinking he's a peeping Tom.
Being creepy.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Richard thinks Miles is so cool, and Peter is feeling the type of way about it.
I mean, come on now. Let's just hash it out. Miles has been a Spider person for who knows how many years.
This is true. Peter has only been doing it for like a year and a half, and Richard has only been doing it for a couple months. So compared to Miles, they don't have the level of experience.
They're newborn babes.
Yeah, they don't have the level of experience that he has. So they are just they are watching someone that has honed and been doing this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Miles has fought with his version of Spot on his world, so he knows
exactly what to do.
Yeah, this is the first time that they ever encountered this villain. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know what was going to happen, but now they should know now, and they were lucky that Miles was there to help them out a little bit. Otherwise, they would have probably gotten a little more beaten down.
Yeah.
Before they figured out what to do and what not to do.
Definitely, like, this was a interesting time for all parties involved.
Meanwhile, a whole bunch of people around the world, a lot of the Makers Council people, have been alerted that there was a dimensional incursion. 2 of them. We got Nick Fury and the Hand. We got Ra and Khonshu. We got the Hulk and a bunch of the Eurasian Republic and other people from the Makers Council. None of them know what it is, but they all want it. They don't know if it's the Maker or a weapon that the Maker or a backup plan or whatever, what have you. They just know that it has the marking of the Maker.
Now, everyone's speculating, did he get out early? Nah. He's still in jail.
Mm-hmm. And not only did the Maker Council know, the Ultimates were alerted to this dimensional incursion.
Mm-hmm.
And Captain America sends out some people to go check it out.
Traitors.
Hold on. Meanwhile, Peter and Richard head home because it's getting late.
Yes.
While Miles is he's gonna continue the search for his sister because he
ain't gonna give up.
Yeah.
That's his sister. She's only a few months old.
Peter offered for him to crash on the couch.
He like, nah.
Nah, he said, crash? Nah, my sister's still out here.
I can't do that. I gotta search for my little sister.
She is 11 months old.
I have to find her.
She is a baby.
She don't know anything right now. She thinks she in her own home area.
She is in danger, or could be in danger.
She must be protected.
At all costs.
Or we riot in the AM.
So he continues looking on his own, and he's looking and seeing that this world is very different from his.
Correct.
The Ultimates are the enemy, the terrorists, and he's trying to figure out what's going on, but then he gets
manhandled
by the Wasp. The Wasp and Ant-Man are the ones who Captain America sent to go check out the situation. She picks him up and is like, are you here to help the world, or are you here to destroy it? Now,
granted, the Wasp is gigantic right now.
Yep.
And I have one thing to say to that. Death by Snoo. Death by Snoo.
You done?
Death by Snoo.
So, and that's how the book ends. He is going to be in contact with the Ultimates. It looks like I
don't know, man. I'm hoping that baby girl is in Wakanda for what it looks like.
That's what I'm hoping.
And she's safe. Because if not, it's going to be a problem. Because if, who was it? Ratu and Shaw or whatever?
Ra and Khonshu.
If they find her, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah. She's just a baby too.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, isn't Miles a herald of what's his name?
Anansi?
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
So it's gonna be a whole fight between them.
Also, that is also true.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a thing.
Would I like to see that? Yes. Do I think it's a possibility in my mind that it could happen?
We might have to wait and see how that goes, because I'm sure that Ra and Khonshu, along with all the other people that are part of the Makers Council, are going to try to come
and grab
for
both of them.
Both of them for Baby Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Because they, like, if the Ultimates knew where Miles was,
they know.
I'm willing to bet that the Makers Council knows where Miles was and knows where his sister ended up as well.
And if not, they're gonna find out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they don't, that only how do you say, enhance the theory that she is in Wakanda. If they don't know that Baby Girl is in Wakanda, or they can't see her, that cloak.
True.
So that's my theory on that. If they can't see her anymore, she's in Wakanda.
You know what?
And I'll leave that right there. This was pretty good. I liked it. She's still a traitor.
Yes. If you guys have not been reading The Ultimates, check out that book to understand what we mean by the Wasp being a traitor.
But still, death by Snoo Snoo. I will not explain.
If you can't find the books at your local comic book shop, you can always check out the app, the Marvel Unlimited app. Check that out.
Yes.
Read. Enjoy.
See you later. Goodbye. Be safe. Love you guys. Peace.